Zap. Zap, welcome to Mobile Legends. Welcome to Mobile and Ton. 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 Dengan menyebut nama Tuhan. Welcome to Mobile and Ton.
Satu knock. Belakang udah. Woo! Gokil. Sebentar nih, Bos.
Zap. Senggol, disenggol malah ngedon.
Ada umur kena R99.
This is your champion. I'm the jump master. I'll cut us a path.
Gua dikasih jam master. Gua kasih sini
Let's
lah.
make a choice. Land here.
Land here.
Here we go. Ready up.
Ya, sini nih.
Dapat spot ya?
Ada armor biru tuh di bawah.
Head on the swivel. Bogey landed near me. Taking fire. Box 3, sending it home.
Tuh biru tuh, armor biru
Need a
tuh.
thermite grenade.
Firing.
Frag up. You're in their sights. Got a pansy.
Thermite grenade out.
First blood already? If you flame out this soon, why'd you even come?
Itu ada scope kali 4 tuh. Lalu gue ngambil armor biru. Ini gue nih.
Charging on my shields.
Tuh. Kasihan dari. Gue pakai sandalnya, lu mau tuker nggak?
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Sandal gue
Kill
pakai.
leader, but they haven't won yet.
Ternyata ungunya bukan di situ anjing. Wah, bau.
Ini gue udah lengkap semua nih. Lu mau pakai triple tank? Pakai sentinel? Sisa charge-nya doang?
New kill leader. They can have it. My sights are set higher.
Wah, udah di loot nih tuh.
Ada orang.
1 minute. Ring's pretty close.
Less than 1 minute. The ring is not far.
We can scan this area. Got a bandit in my sights.
Balon di sini
Down to
nggak
30
ada ini.
seconds. Rings to Fox 3, sending the payload.
Enemy shield.
Di bawah satu.
Ya Allah ya
Ini,
Robi.
belakang tank. Belakang tank.
Making contact with enemy.
Ini.
We're outside the ring.
Incoming care package. Pro tip, don't try grabbing something moving at that trajectory.
Cupu. Masih ada tahu guys.
Apa nih? Faster. Apa Aghann?
Masih ada tahu guys.
Tumben lu pakai option kan? Ya Dar, tumben lu pakai option?
Each choice changes everything.
Kan SMG kan?
I don't push the envelope.
Gitu tuh.
I shred it.
Underestimate me and pay the price. This is
Ada
your
berapa
champion.
kitanya nih? Pikiran bawah.
I'm the jump master. This time.
Eeny, meeny, miny. How about there?
Valkyrie's got you in the pipe. 5x5.
I'm the job master. Try to keep up. Vámonos!
Ya, ya. Terus kan?
They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Getting shot at. Shattered an enemy shield.
Enemy shield.
Enemy down.
First blood. Should have seen that coming. That was the last one. Nice work.
Charging on my shields.
They spotted me. Taking shots. Look out. I've been down.
Friendly down. I'm down.
Yo, I'm an enemy here.
Target down.
Charging on my shields.
Alah, dapet tas itu, Cok. Halo Pixel.
Oi, nape?
Boleh ikut nggak Bang? Ayo.
Lanjut.
Lanjut. Discord mana nih lo?
Gue di Discord temen.
Ya udah deh. Di voice in game aja. Gendong aku Bang.
Gendong lah sama kau.
Emang kau tahu aku siapa? Emang lo tahu gue siapa, Sel?
Armor biru nih.
Aghann kan?
Wih. Kau tahu?
Nama lu XERXIA.
The old phase and the new. I will use both to guide us.
Prepared and ready.
Biar nggak push to talk gimana? Biar nggak push to talk.
Gak tau dah. Aku aja pas tutup.
Ain't afraid of much but losing. That would be a drag.
Oh ini di out.
I am the hunter the gods have sent.
I'm the jump master. This time.
I am the jump master. Have faith in our descent.
Oke nih, open mic ya. Asik. Skiwir. Bang Rob, namanya siapa Bang Rob?
Namanya juga Rob.
Oh, namanya Rob juga. Bang, Jam Master Bang.
Get ready, moving up.
Wah, kayaknya rame nih Bang. Belakang kita ada satu. Oh, nggak ada sepi.
Ini, gue dropin. Apa?
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Sono. Oke. Gue butuh packer ya. Bebas. Yang kecil aja, yang pendek buat karbin dong.
Lu lagi live gak?
Ya, kalau dua itu.
Iya.
Oh, lagi live.
Iya. Kenapa lu mau ngedonate? Gue mah langsung to the point aja, Cel.
Jangan lupa subscribe kasar.
I need optics for a pistol.
Ada belakang gua. Di
New
rumah
kill
atas.
leader. Watch for them.
The ring is distant. Trust the winds.
Gua baterai shield ada 4 nih.
Anjing tiba-tiba ada, Cok.
Mau nggak?
Might be something good this way.
45 seconds. Rings far. I need to hop up. Ten seconds. The ring's close.
Satu squad.
Listen up, the ring's moving. Got some extra supplies.
Scanning the area.
Level 3.
I need it. Barrel stabilizer here. Level 1.
Depannya deh.
R301 here. Heads up. Care package coming in.
Ada orang ya?
Got an Evo shield here. Level 2. Careful. Opening this door. Optics here. Close range.
Optics here. Close range.
Kok di sini ada mayat?
Death box here.
Samping lu tuh ada pesawat tuh. Kanan hijau.
Marking our surroundings.
Oke.
Udah di looting.
Got some extra supplies.
Sini ada orang
Maybe
main
something
nembak.
good this way.
Optics here. Sniper.
Enggak, kelebihan.
There was a recent battle here.
Contact with hostile. Optics here. Close range. Got an extended energy mag right here. Level 3.
Ada yang belum bilut.
Need to hop up. Boosted loader.
Ada yang belum bilut kan?
Loh. Udah keambil.
Hostile spotted.
Harusnya lari ke sana sih orangnya.
Cancel that.
Masih ada dong.
Lu ada medkit atau apa? Syringe nggak?
Target over there. There's another recent battle here.
Shield cell here.
Kebanyakan shot gua.
Kanok satu.
Target spotted.
Sini gua satu.
Mana orangnya?
Bro, hilang semuanya. Satu squad. Ya.
Someone traveled through here recently.
Berapa orang?
Situ ya.
Go this way.
Enemy spotted. Got a replicator coming down.
Ya.
Hostile over there.
Sisa 2 orang doang ya?
Marking our surroundings. Enemy spotted.
Come and get your back. Enemy spotted.
Okay.
Udah jalan, udah jalan.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, loh.
Reloading.
Enemy down. Reload. All field here. Level 2. Hostile right here.
Orang.
I talk an enemy's line.
Itu apa bro?
Level 3.
Scanning the area.
Mana orangnya?
Ini ngapain ngajakin gua party?
Trust in the old father.
Not by getting shot at. Enemy over there. Got another squad. Arm up. Recharge machine.
Getting shot at.
Dari belakang, Cok.
Reload.
Outspotted. Taking fire.
Third party ya guys ya.
Getting shot at. This time I'm down.
Shots fired at me.
Ah, third party, Cok.
Gua pakai apa ya?
If it makes you feel any better, my fans love you.
Siapa? Gua? Nggak ada anjing. Gua pengen beli Horizon sih, kayaknya menyenangkan. Terbang-terbang. Apa dan? Semua enak kalau bisa main.
Tut 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 tut.
Jauh tapi. Awet banget nih Taiwan, masih 33 anjing.
My name is Wraith. We have a job to do.
Enggak, kalau Singapura awal pesawat datang udah tinggal 15 gitu di pesawat.
The place between life and death is where I feel
Ya,
most
ya,
alive.
gua seneng.
We're in this together. Remember that.
Introducing your champion.
Dia dapat armor warna ungu.
The hunter the gods have sent.
It's time. I'm the jump master.
Turun mana nih? Cel. Halo, halo. Halo Bandung. Gak ada suaranya Bang Rob. Ping aja ping.
Masa nggak ada suara? Halo, halo.
Ah, baru ada. Ping 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 aja. Apa sih nih?
Let's make a choice. Land here. Here we go. Ready up.
Crack, satu.
Di pixel atau WC udah tuh.
Halo. Halo. Nah,
Let's explore this way. Never mind.
wah rame banget, Cok. 1 2. Ajar.
Terus satu.
Wah, nggak ada senjata. Sorry bro, gue cabut deh.
Gua ulti lu.
Recharge machine.
Patching myself up. Phasing.
Bisa kata Pak.
I've been down.
Aduh. Kalah tinju.
Ada di gua. Ini, gibi.
Slow banget.
Low banget ini.
Di gibi nih. Nih. Sisa itu doang. Nice. Satu lagi. Valkyrie.
Wah, ada orang lagi tuh.
Nice.
Wah. Ada 2.
Ada kartu.
Revive me jet. Third party.
Makanya dari tadi perang Raka diem mulu.
Don't be so
Enggak ada anjing. Ada lagi. Sabar. Buru gua nipis ya. Perangin.
Now run with me. I'm ready for a match.
When they fall, we rise.
That voice in your head. Trust it.
Dan gua last dulu ya.
Oke, siap. Santai.
Papa will be proud of me.
Abis ini gue juga follow. Lo masih main Valo?
Udah pensiun.
Walah, pensiun. Kenapa kena mental?
Enggak. Malas aja main kompe.
Mau di mana nih, Rob? Bebas, gue mau ngikut. Di mana tuh? Oh, situ. Oke, siap.
Get ready. Moving up.
Watch me.
Human over here.
Nggak ada squad sih ya. Nggak ada sih. Triple tag lagi, apa gunanya nih?
Extra supplies over here. The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Ya. Gua TW sana.
Throwing arc star. Going to phase. Grenade.
Di gua ada.
We got some extra supplies.
Jangan jamak saja, Mas.
Be aware of the new kill leader.
Ada musuh di situ. Sabar.
Reloading. Recharging my shields.
ngeliat. Gua kena damage satu.
Frag out.
Reloading. Taking a moment to recharge.
Cabut yuk, cabut.
Recharging my shield.
Bless me with sight.
One.
Depan gua ada.
Taking fire.
Grenade.
Bangsat.
Phasing.
Recharging my shield.
Enemy over there.
Scanning the area.
30 seconds.
No ammo lagi gua.
Extra supplies over here.
Ten seconds. The ring's.
Thermite grenade out.
Gua nembakin drone-nya anjing.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
Gua ditembak.
Ada peluru heavy nggak?
Mundur dar.
Hapus.
Yo.
Hapus aja.
Peluru happy.
Cabut aja nggak?
Ayo cabut yuk.
Cabut aja.
Balon yuk.
Mau tungguin di bawah sini.
Ada balon. Balon.
Guard this way.
Watch yourself.
Kemana,
There's another
kemana?
squad attacking.
Copy that. Let's explore this way.
Ada kit kecil nggak?
Wah, depan ada, Cuk, depan gua.
Taking shots.
Yang darah.
Void jumping.
Nah,
Marking our surroundings.
sering. Bandagi. Yang dikit.
Bless me with sight.
Careful. Opening the hole. Hostile spotted.
Goblok.
Extra supplies over here.
Ada kita nggak ada.
Marking our surroundings.
Crowd.
Nggak bisa.
Give me a sec.
Scanning the
Belakang. Belakang, Cuk.
Helmet here. Level 2. Recharging my shields.
Santai aja.
Ya.
Patching myself up.
Wah, anjing disamperin ya. Bret.
I could use that. Need to recharge my shields.
down, but alive.
Only you and me left.
MTG.
You're being aimed at.
Enemy over there. EMP coming through. Watch it.
Taking damage.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Kita udah naik di atas, Cuk.
Throwing arc star.
Duluan. Gua tadi ke scan nih, gua kira scan dari itu.
Reloading.
Ya Tuhan.
We challenged the wrong person.
Oke, thank you ya.
Oh iya iya.
Ah. Na 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 na. Ha, ha. Mending kita main Valorant. Valorant. Iya. Valorant. Valorant ya guys ya. Eh 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 eh. Tahu.
Anjing, gua nak ngambil senjata doang, pelurunya diambil dia bangsat.
XERXIA lawan OPTIC. Ah,
Gua gak ada senjata dan buat bantu dan.
XERXIA lawan OPTIC. Hah? OPTIC? Hah? OPTIC?
Ya ngerasa ke gua babi.
Bentar.
Dianya malah ke gua anjing.
Dianya ke gua. Epic Games. Katanya. Nyam.
Ambil banner terus kabur aja.
Tidur lagi. Ada satu si ay.
Perang sendiri tuh mereka ada.
Supi. Main yuk. Kami.
Kabur.
Ngebak. Hasyamalaka. Nebul lagi, nggak jelas.
Tuh, si Raka mainnya pakai stick ya?
Supi. Main yuk.
Discordnya juga di PS.
Biar nggak ini gimana cuk.
Oh. Main doang di PS.
Cuman di cari ini doang loh cuk.
udah pada dilutin di sini.
Match found.
Match phone. Katanya match phone. Cok. Cet.
Go. Let's go.
Sorry mah bro. Kok 144 yang ngebug ya cok. Left now. Everyone. Left now. Postingan. Indonesia mereka. Raw effect.
From another
Can
mister.
someone get this?
Let's have some fun, yeah?
Yah, nggak beli gua cok.
Bomb buddy out. Grenade!
Enemy spotted A.
Barrier key.
There. Reloading. For you.
Reloading. Multiple enemies there.
Wadidaw.
There. Reloading.
Kalau
Last player standing.
Semangat Gan, jangan lupa ngising. Mantap Robi. Terima kasih. Jangan lupa donate-nya. Aku butuh donate.
Di bawah deh. Situ.
Reloading. Our spike carrier is killed. I got
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Astaga. Centang.
I got your backs. Just,
Tentang,
you know,
tentang.
from the front.
Idi. Idi, ungu. Ih.
Rek. Wah, di belakang, Cuk.
Healing.
Spike down A.
Ya Allah.
Last player standing.
Woo! We got this. What's this?
Headshot.
Low itu.
Oke, yo, Fer.
Enemies.
Spike down B.
I have the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Spotted. Plant the spike. Plant the spike. Plant. Just give me a moment.
Ya Allah, kepada Tuhan. Ya. Kepada Rasul. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Woi, woi.
Careful there.
Itu yang perang lu.
Here.
Plant the spike. Spike planted for you.
Palanya nongol doang.
Last player standing.
Na 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 na.
They're going to scatter from my stuff. Super easy to pick off.
Ya elah.
Reloading. Wrong buddy out. Enemy spotted. charges
Ah, okay.
left. 3 down.
One enemy
Yes.
remaining. Last player standing.
Oh god. Nice try, bro.
Clutch.
They want to dance? I'll leave.
Sage's walls are coming down.
They are so dead.
Oops.
Revive me, revive. Oh,
Bomb buddy out.
Spike down A.
Get out of my way.
Last player standing.
bersyukur dekat. Ya Allah.
These new friends of ours are not too friendly.
As one. Spike is here. I have the spike.
Astaga.
Return to dust. Grenade. Reloading. Here.
There they are. Careful there.
You are powerless.
Nggak ngeliat dong dia.
Enemy spotted B. One dead.
Reloading. Spike planted.
One enemy
3
remaining.
down. Wall raised.
Sage.
Enemy spotted.
Trust me, they will make mistakes. When they do, take advantage.
Nice. Lagi rempek punya mat.
Spike is here. Reloading.
Reloading.
Don't get in my way.
Grenade.
Nowhere to run!
Planted spike. Planted spike.
Do better.
Last
Spike
player
carrier is
standing.
killed.
Spike down A.
beats my firepower. I got this.
Anyone need something?
I'll take everything from them.
Spike down B.
You will not kill my allies.
Astaga.
Siapa? Sambil biasa.
Last player standing.
I have them. Away with you. There they are.
Jelly loves, candy loves.
This place is nice, but not nice enough to die in. Let's win and get out of here. Need a drop.
Thank you, bro.
Reloading.
Healing me.
Bomb reloading. Here comes the party.
Blocking sight.
Wall raised.
Give me those. 3.
One enemy remaining.
Weapon here.
Reloading.
Trey. Reloading.
Last round in the half.
We cannot keep our group after this. Ben, I have extra money if anyone needs.
Ribut lagi, ribut lagi, ribut lagi, ribut lagi.
I can buy for you my treats.
I have extra money if anyone needs.
Bomb buddy out.
Careful there.
Grenade.
Satu ke gua.
Udah tap.
Careful there.
Plant the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Your duty is impossible to what I missed.
Lalu gak? Udah ready nih, udah masuk tuh.
Blocking sight.
Switching
Get these
sides.
idiots.
Emang main? Nah, dia mah champion tau gak ada betul sih.
Sudah delay ya kakak. Ya siap Ici. Anjay. Masuk. Lapar nggak? Nanya doang sih lapar apa enggaknya.
Lu lah.
Gua di headshot.
Spike down A.
Ngiri banget lihat RGX-nya. Iya, aku juga ngiri banget lihat vandal RGX-nya.
Last player standing.
Boom.
Paint? Check. Charges? Check. Brakes?
Gak bisa kan lu manja-manjain knife-nya? Ih.
Yoi. Rata, guys.
Ici nggak bisa kan
Let's go.
melenya kayak gini?
Rata, guys. Bener. Armor biru ada.
Bi.
Enemy spotted B.
Embarrassing.
Spike planted.
You fought well. Here. There.
One enemy remaining.
Down.
Woo! Sheesh, bro.
Shame. I love explosions.
Reloading.
You say something? Sorry. Ear's still ringing.
Lu nggak mau armor ini. Armor biru.
We go. Multiple enemies A. Enemy spotted A.
Spike down A. Last player standing. Spike planted.
Agak kenapa?
Poison's off.
Agak kenapa? Agak. Wih, masih ada tahu, Cuk.
None of my stuff has malfunctioned yet. Can we celebrate that?
No.
Nggak lihat. Biar dicari nggak ada ya. Kenapa tuh nanti? Pengen aja pakai.
Stay safe.
Enemy spotted mid. Removed.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Anyone have any splints?
Oh,
I may
pinball.
have jammed my fingers. Multiple fingers.
Pantesan. Gua udah ini ngeklik ternyata tombolnya beda.
You are powerless.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Busuk.
Once more into battle.
Berang-berang bawa berkat.
I'm not tired. Are you?
Bangsat. Berkat gue ternyata diambil.
Keep up.
Ayo sini ke B.
Spike planted. Last player standing. Match point.
I'm amped. Let's go. I got things to do.
Senjata gue jarang dekat semua deh. FE45 sama R99. Apa?
Get out of my way.
Punya dia. Punya gua belum gua keluarin.
Enemy spotted mid.
Here.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Watch this. Reloading.
Team Ace.
We crushed them.
Okay, I only have like 6
78 grenades left. Hopefully that's enough.
Ya, gue dikejar tuh. Sendirian dong si dia. Anjing.
Spot first.
Nowhere to run!
I have them.
Spike down A.
Enemy spotted A. You will not kill my allies.
One enemy remaining.
Even death. Stand tall. We are Valorant. We are fighting.
I have extra money if anyone needs.
Masuk.
Request.
Bertiga deh.
Thank you.
Request
Can
chamber.
I get a drop? Thanks.
Si Raka udah kan?
Chamber request.
Thanks.
Does anyone have fun? Merci. Focus now. Eyes off me.
Supi baik. Oh, gak betul neng dong.
Enemies mid. I can't miss.
You are powerless.
Here.
Careful there. Enemy B.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Spike is B.
Healing.
Last player standing. Thirty seconds left. Attackers win.
Timing banget, Cok. Timing. Tutututut, tutututut.
Let's go delusion. Delusion ngentot. Wih, kita dimasukin ke lubang memek.
Ih, kasar.
Gak tau aku. Oh, udah luar, Cok. Di arah gua aja, ke arah gua aja.
Cinta nat 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 tat 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 tat.
Balik masuk.
Apa ya? X-Blast di akhirnya di abak bukan pada mabok. Enggak. Ini kayak kentul gitu ya. Jetsnya
Ada orang terbang ke sini ya?
naga.
Dar.
Kentul gitu ya.
Di dekat delusin, Dar. Aku sini. Oh, terbang. Oh.
Jets ini doang.
Enggak. Dia ternyata delusin yang terbang. Masturbation.
Sorti juga dikit cuk. 11 dari 15. Aduh, ini enggak nih. Ini kayaknya battle pass. Ini apa anjing?
Tolol gua tadi. Ini enggak gua.
Skin apa cuk? Ini battle pass deh. Ini enggak battle pass. Oh, waktu itu gua enggak selesai kali ya. Nah ini nih. Sortinya kan anjas
Delusion.
apalagi nih sorti kan
I can use that.
ini enggak jalan sih tanggal cuk. Arkan udah baki iya ini kali ya mie Jepang.
Dari belakang ada lagi, Cok. Tuh. Nenek gua udah aman.
Anjay, soalnya jarang lupa.
Masih habis.
Odin juga jarang lupa. Express mantap sih.
Di tempat gua ada ya.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Lagi perang mereka.
6, 7 yang enggak. Ini ini beli Ryzen ini ada nih bandel ini battle pass ini bandel ini bandel Sakura bukan ya Centeng gila. Anjas gokil Marshallnya ada besok lagi Recon wah
dari sana bosku.
Anjas
Extend it like my XERXIA. Level 2.
ini cok
Ready.
Go. Apa nonton ini VCT. Mana cok VCT? Ayo XERXIA menang yuk. Gue pindahin ini. Aduh. Oh ini sih.
This disruption alone, you set the precedent now, right? Because if you're Xerxia, you have to now account for this every single round going forward. You have to be at least cognizant of the chance that it happens.
Ini 3-1 bos. Bos, kumaha ya bos. Ayo XERXIA. Kalahkan enak.
The man's absolutely uncaged at the moment. Still going to keep space. It doesn't even have to be the kill at this point. Just presence alone dices up half of this map.
This is a perfect example. You can see Scary invest in a smoke here just to try and, deter OPTIC from just walking out A main to look for his first blood. So XERXIA will.
Yes, sir.
It's got an audible here. This is awkward timing actually. If you look at Marv's coming across now towards B. But how they find the kill on Crashes just has to play his life. He can literally hold the rope. It's one of the easiest skills to find here.
And they've kind of propped up Yabe, sent him a little deeper towards A main. He can kind of take that space away and hold what they have. Now they have that early rotation you noted of Marv, but you're right, it's Crashes who still has to hold presence. Ult comes in, Surf takes down Marv. Big follow-up as well.
Gila Surf.
Massive work from him. Victor,
tiba-tiba strok, pala hilang.
Still holding space.
Ya timing. Goodbye.
On the rope, and now just Yay alive. XERXIA finding answers here, finally.
Yeah, I mean, really diligent on the approach there. Actually, the Rolling Thunder didn't actually clear anything, but Surf followed through on the space. Again, throws his life on the line at that point. I mean, OPTIC have already lost the side. XERXIA clean up nicely. Again, actually, no Crashes. He played his life. It's to the point he has to come out eventually and try and find something. But the adjustment, once again, Scary, they pop a smoke on there. They don't even entertain pushing tower, which is crucial for me.
This is good not necessarily mid-round, but mid-game adjustment so far, and this wasn't off the back of a tactical timeout either from XERXIA, which, as much as I know a lot of, the buzzword of the day is, cringy comps and all this, I get it, it's fun, we like memes. But again, just nice mid-round adjustments, good identifying of problems, and again, this is off the back of that early aggression from Victor, and they still were able to come into this round and look quite well established.
I'd counter that with it being an early round.
Sushi boy.
A little bit of pressure, so the fact that XERXIA now already are aware of it, like I said,
Buang-buang duit kan lo, nggak ada duit kan?
That's absolutely
Goblok.
crucial to their success in this half.
Now, again, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it there, but I certainly did. You're going to see Yay breaking out the op nice and early here. So again, look, coming back in, it's that back and forth, right?
Sushi boy, nakal si anjing.
Next step of this early round plan, right? This is it. Post Yay up somewhere.
Hey, Victor take the space and then just post up Yay.
Absolutely.
It's dreamy stuff, and again, this is such mental work for XERXIA now to try and keep track of all of this, because you've got another big problem added to your plate, right? There's a new puzzle presented to you, and it is going to be Yay. So how do they identify this? Because they know that purchase will be coming through. Yay.
Nice. Idi, TP-nya di situ. Gak jelas goblok. Yay.
That's really devastating. Now this was to the rest of the team, right? You've now had a bit of a problem already going in front of you. Rez comes back out, so you can have 5 still standing for XERXIA, and well, FNS did well enough to try and stop the rot, try and stop that roll coming in, but already Victor punished. A quick follow-up, Crashies though.
Expect depan lu, Sushi boy. Jangan turun.
They're doing everything they can to hold on to this.
Woo!
What? Somehow. I mean, Crashies went absolutely huge for OPTIC there.
Apa yang kita lihat terjadi dan terjadi dan terjadi.
I'd love to try.
Sorry, mate. Throwing you under it, but
I mean, it turns into an absolute. And this is the problem, right? If XERXIA are able to create some of these scenarios where it does get scrappy, it gets very brawly. That's when you really test kind of the. I mean, the communication aspects, right? It's all these things where they have to play very reactive to not allow XERXIA to get into this sort of position.
Ayo, XERXIA.
They love scrapping it out.
Biar masuk playoff. And out, bye-byein dah.
Yes, it's 3-3, but with how this has felt, I mean, they do have the tour de force online here for Yay, so yeah, that is a big swing factor for them.
What you want really is
Mati lu anjing.
Middle of no man's land, not much to it. This again, I feel like a broken record, but clean is the name of the game for me here. Try and not allow Victor any space to breathe in this. Don't let him.
Yay. Gak jelas.
Give you a second chance though. So that's just spamming it out as safe as possible. Crashy's about to do his best to do
Ada lagi deh.
aggression through the smoke. It works real well. Welcome to NA, baby. Crashy's gonna find Sushi's, but it's all it is, as it should be. Ah,
dia nggak jaga angle. Lagi bau optik nih. Harus time out sih.
It's unfortunate timing for FNS to be caught behind the smoke, but XERXIA, no nonsense at all on the way in. As soon as they find that, they immediately convert that.
Nah kan, time out. Gak jaga angle.
I want to see OPTIC hit those breaks instantly. I don't want to see them let anything get, you know, it's like stopping the rot, you get down a little bit, you start to lose out
time
money,
out.
you're starting to feel that brunt of it. I want early timeouts like this to instantly address it.
Oh, similar situation to what we were discussing with XERXIA, right? These early fact-finding rounds where you get a feel for how the opponent's going to play. Actually, there hasn't really been a massive adjustment from XERXIA other than that one round where they did kind of feel a bit of presence in A main. They drift away, but I mean, this actually goes perfect. It's the one where they stack up, they're literally playing for trade, just in case OPTIC pulling something like the pistol round once again. It was really well handled. But
bener kematian.
Nothing behind his purchase here. Yes, Victor's got his ultimate coming online next round regardless. He obviously burning up the tour de force, but the operator's going to be just out of their reach for the next few rounds. And that was really the round where you then look to say, actually, if OPTIC win this one, that's one they can solidify. They can build on that.
As we look at who's having impact so far, I don't think this is one where I really want to look at Yay too much yet. Just the way the economy's gone, he hasn't had that opportunity after that round kind of took away from it. A little bit of a mistake made and a punish off the back, but at 3-4, this has been a close affair quiet from him so far, considering how high he can achieve.
I'll be honest, it being a close affair so far is actually a bigger tick in the box for XERXIA than his OPTIC.
Ah, kamera gua mati si anjing.
Coming into this, I have to kind of readjust my expectations.
Oh, enggak,
I thought OPTIC potentially, if they came in at full force, would have been walking away potentially with all of it. And speaking of walking away with all of it, look at that space. Bye, Sushi Boys.
Bye.
Literally B-side on a platter.
Yeah. And OPTIC have to respect that though. If you're going to go aggressive on one side, you got to give up somewhere on the map. There's not much else they can do. Ult's invested galore.
Gak ada bos, udah expect bos. Hih, gak jelas Cruz.
Didn't love it, but hey, pressure falls, mistakes get made.
Ayo ping bos. Aduh.
Yeah, he finally comes on, takes down 2, but dips back away, and Scary gets the punish. And now look what remains. It's just Victor, and they've got utility galore, and they've got time on their side. But he's got the shot. Finds Cruz.
No time. Mati lu.
It's time to try and get the hell out of there. Scary just has to sit back and wait.
Udah Scary.
What around? This is another example of what we discussed earlier. As soon as they feel that presence, they actually read the map perfectly. They know there's going to be space towards B main.
Nice.
I mean, everything that OPTIC's doing in terms of this early round aggression is invested. There's 2, potentially 3 bodies behind it. So XERXIA reading this perfectly. Again, you've got to credit Fox for that reactionary wall to say, we found this, let's secure site control, back away, play deep. It's actually perfect for XERXIA.
And XERXIA respecting what OPTIC are doing. Right?
They don't want to scrap it. They don't want to scrap in the early round.
They've identified it so perfectly because there's something we said about aggression and how to use it well and how to respond to it, and XERXIA are responding in the most perfect manner. Now the flip of that then becomes, okay, OPTIC, where's that next layer? Where's that next layer for you then? Let's see what you can do to adjust this.
Okay.
First time we've seen this.
Boom.
Ah. Yay, gonna get the first round playing Victor and unleashes absolutely nothing. And Cruz just seeming to make sure he's dead. It's good.
No, he was checking for a trap. He was checking just in case there was a trap.
You're right. I like that. Gotta make sure.
Never be too careful.
No. 5-3. 4v4 now. And these little setups that OPTIC are going for haven't found as much success as maybe they'd like. We've seen a look from Yay with it, which was a little bit flat, but again, this had so little to it. XERXIA seems all too aware.
I mean, they're happy not to commit the spike for the time. It's still over on bridge. Just about 45 seconds left now. See what the adjustment is here from XERXIA. Crash is going to feel a little bit of heat here. He's actually only got a bulldog, so
Remake server. Oh, server
on him
Sushi
to
Boy.
find more than one.
Wah, kayaknya dia bakalan
XERXIA
ngikutin.
don't
Kayaknya.
like something they've seen. Maybe caught an audio cue of a rotation here. Yeah, actually tagged up pretty low, so if they want to try and convert this damage at least and find an easy kill on the way in. The OPTIC are here with 3
Let's
already.
go.
And the audio cues well and truly noticed.
Waduh.
Oh, yeah, he's stunned up.
Ya.
That hasn't been
Delay lagi anjing.
punished at all. Still standing. Well, standing's a strong word. 25 HP, crouch, cowering in the corner, 10 HP. But look at this. No idea. And yeah, you're gonna find 2, but does it deny the time? 5 more seconds, and Scary still stands. Gonna try and get that spike down with Sushi Boy's holding his side.
Damn.
Crashes, meanders around, finds the frag. And now the 1v1.
1v1.
He knows he's still lingering around.
Oh yeah, Scary. You can do it.
He might as well use it. Flash over the wall. They'll pre-fire to get that wall down. Need to follow, clears the corner. All of this is time. Seconds dwindling away, and Scary spotted and decimated Crashies. Great work.
Tos-tosan dulu, kampret.
Clutched that one out, but again, you got to give credit to Ye. Just playing that spot, you can see him desperately trying to break the wall as well, just to give him an opportunity to escape. Crashies delivers with a Red Bull clutch here for OPTIC, and a much needed one to keep this close. 5-4 the scoreline now.
10 seconds left.
See, yeah, just waiting for the moment to strike. Actually, Scary coming through with the trade as quick as he did is almost a godsend for them.
Yeah, good spacing on the way down.
Nggak tahu itu
Again, I mean, the
sebenarnya.
utility makes a
Udah
difference
hancur.
here. Yeah, he has so much to work with there, and beautifully played by Crashies, honestly.
Asal nyolong aja gitu.
Knife heading towards maybe just outside dish.
Mal gua masuk, mal gua.
He just sent it towards arcade here, but again, another very proactive push here. Yay on the other side as well, rewarded with a kill onto Scary.
Okay, well now they've got at least the first inkling of what's being used against them, but again, bear in mind that Victor did throw in that aggression as well, so there's a couple of unanswered areas, and XERXIA seem aware of the possibility. You can see that they're eyeing up that side that Victor has pushed. Rez comes in, Scary's back up. They're going to try and work back in, but look who's lingering. Yeah, he's not fully backed away from this. He still wants this space.
Mati lagi Scary.
More than enough for Ye.
Astaga.
Yeah, not sure about the re-aggress here. That's TP away after he gets stunned up, but doesn't really create that much space here. And again, the bodies is what's going on.
Straight out of the air, gorgeous from Ye, but it still found a response. Cruz is there. The spacing from XERXIA is so good. Everything is answered. So it's a 3v3 probably post-plant now. I don't think anyone can do damage until Spike is down, but look at this wrap from Victor. Unprepared. They almost got caught out, but Victor now going to be so knocked. It still gets one on the way down. Stun comes in and mobbed.
The combo with the stun. Wow. What a, somehow, I mean, it's an absolute miracle that comes to a 3v3. How does XERXIA even get into sight there? But again, I was almost going to criticize without any utility from Cruz. Scary actually doesn't even recover from being rezzed up anyway, and they give Ye another sitter. OPTIC will tie it up. I mean, now the cracks are starting to show in XERXIA's economy, but this shot from, I mean, this one. Here again, it's just a single swing. This was what was beautiful.
Real nice.
You don't miss, man. You don't, well,
wait, why did they leave that?
Just cut.
True, you were an OPTIC content creator, weren't you?
Yeah.
Just cut it when it goes past.
Tiba-tiba di situ tuh anjing.
Green wall. But 5-5, let's kind of take stock, right? Let's kind of roll it back. Because we kind of came into this with a little bit of worry when it comes to OPTIC potentially. With the pressure and everything out there, but also XERXIA kind of rolling back a comp here as well. This was a little bit of an unknown quantity, at least with how they're approaching this map being fracture.
Yes, I agree with that. I mean, for me, it's a huge positive that Ye was able to have a series to kind of flex out. I mean, initially, the first, I mean, we had this conversation about how deep do we read into that opening OPTIC game, right? And you have to give credit to it. You do.
You do. You give a nod to it, but it's I find it hard, right?
They didn't look good.
No, they didn't.
I don't think the scoreline even reflected how
poor.
Yes.
I think it's fair to be critical of OPTIC because most of us coming in, if you were, watched most of the regions, you had high hopes for OPTIC, and seeing them lose in the fashion they did was a bit of a stark reminder that it can happen to anyone. Now, XERXIA to me have I don't think exceeding expectations, because I think we should be already respecting them to that
Dan
degree. At this point,
bila
right? They're a dangerous team. They can
nanti
certainly put teams into their uncomfortable areas. They can really make them sweat in this. I think we've all noted that. Now we have to see the depth of it, which is always going to be the next layer to the question.
Kau coba
Still keeping this close. And Sushi Boys and Scary having a very quiet game so far. I haven't seen an awful lot of impact. This has been very death ball-y from XERXIA. So these are things that were so apparent in the previous series that I'm concerned if they do come online, right?
That's just the icing on the cake, isn't it? That's when it gets incredibly.
Well, how cringe does it get on defense with this comp? Because you look at some of the tools at their disposal, and they can.
Yeah,
they can get weird.
I just at the moment they haven't done anything that's completely caught my eye as being out of the norm. They've been playing a great game. And you're right, they haven't needed their heavy hitters to be the ones to just be completely leading the way in a 4-1 split. And the correct read from OPTIC, they have the players in the right place. However, here comes that wrap. Already noted, and yay, with a dirty off angle, going to find Surf, expecting the drop, and it's correctly read.
Wait, boss.
XERXIA this time, again, it must be brutal to walk into this because you're just feeling red time and time again, these approaches, and this time, not much capability to do anything with it. As Cruz, your last one alive, and he's being closed in on. Going to punish one.
Check.
Expected second. Can't do anything with it, Victor. Nice work. And OPTIC sitting with now the lead.
They're doing actually on the verge of see exactly how XERXIA sit. I mean, it's not comfortable at all. Sushi Boys and Scary got their ult, but this one feels like it's almost throw something out, see what sticks. Yeah, you're going to have the operator back, and now looking back at what, round 4 initially with that purchase. This is another round where OPTIC are going to feel very, very comfortable. And again, I'm seeing exactly what I wanted to with the new composition, which is variety.
Okay.
There's a number of different setups that they've kind of literally planned and executed perfectly in the round, but some of these ones where they sit and hold deeper have also looked great for OPTIC.
You can see the intention just to set Victor in motion, but surely it's been read. Look at the 2 players posted up for this. Spots out one. Good punish from Fox. That's great work. But now, how much more do they know about this piece? Have they already expected Marv? Yeah, absolutely read it. XERXIA, good work already from Fox there. And an upgrade as well. To say the least, they need those weapons to come through too. Scary, patiently waiting. This is what I want to see. Patience and the perfect reads coming through now. Yeah, FNS might double down on this, but there's 2 players on the other side. Oh, he gets one. Scary is just playing for time, man. He ain't so fussed by this. They want to find Ye potentially. Now they're worried though because the spike's just been lost. No one can get there in time. Support's there, but it's a little isolated. FNS finds Fox as well. It's a 2v2 now. That spike being lost.
Yeah, he's going to catch him on the rope.
Devastating. And you're all
Kan gua rapi. Selalu
Sushi
matiin.
Boys, this was all looking so good. Like they read them perfectly. The book gets shut in their face. A fumble, a misstep. And FNS being the one to punish all of it.
Sushi boy.
Can you tie this up on the half?
boys. Sushi boys.
One took a second. Pause for thought.
Sushi
Pops up
boys.
KJ now on the other side.
Sushi boys.
You're lucky to be alive, my friend. He wants to close that gap. He wants in already. Switches up.
Woo!
Gets it.
How?
Doesn't he
Sushi boys.
No.
Sushi
Did
boys.
just do that?
Sushi
I mean,
boys.
he was on a different map. He was so lost in that lurk.
Sushi boys.
What a way to close out on this
boys.
half. 6-6. I am stunned at this. What a way to do it. I'm loving it. I'm loving what we're seeing. I want to see more of it. These 2 teams already pushing each other so hard at this point.
I still can't wrap my head around. This initially started at 2v5. Just to remember numbers here, FNS goes huge for OPTIC, by the way.
The fact that the spike was so alone, you could see the panic trying to come back for it.
Bought so much time for Ye to get here.
Huge. And look, say what you want about FNS numbers-wise, you know, normally middle of the table, doesn't have to be the highlight player, but the impact alone he just had, unreal. But then the shot through, what a way to close out the first half. Let's go back.
Good job.
6-6 half, tit for tat, back and forth. I mean, Josh, roll it.
GG boys. NA near airport. Ya guys, hati-hati guys. Sushi boys. Ayo pulangkan OPTIC. Pulangkan OPTIC. Pulangkan OPTIC. Pulangkan OPTIC. dong PKX menang DRX. Terus TRGD grup B jadi wah sulit. Kalau XERXIA menang kuat kacil. Saya player saha ieu. Oh dulunya T1 langsung ke the world box. T1 terus tren apa tren dulunya masih belum detect. Zona P dulunya Immortals. Valin Complexity ini ambil di bawah anjing, dugutin anjing. No, belum dikenal. Year active player 2020 kan baru. Valin. No, 2020 juga Valin Zona P 2020 juga sih kan. Valorant baru setahun. Terus saya menang lawan tim Liquid. Valorant lumayan ini anjing. Aduh ya NIP sih pasti. NIP Zeta out. Gue expectnya NIP sama fanatik lagi anjing. Fanatik ini anjing. MVP Laz Zeta Laz MVP Mako MVP Stark Surf udah ya. Oh ya sorry.
Veteran, right? When OPTIC,
Aduh,
if they're looking a
76
little
guys.
bit, shaken, they're having some issues before, you need him to be the rock, and he is so far. So credit to him for that. This should be a throwaway round unless we get a bit throwy. No, we're fine. And XERXIA, this round's a bit of a formality, but it's low HP. You can do a bit more damage. It ain't the end of the world.
Find another weapon, yeah, as I say.
NT.
Going to retrieve one as well, so it's an upgrade for him to just run the headhunter into this. Carries 1900 credits in. XERXIA. Again, we know what the intention was there. Surf actually going to get the operator online nice and early. The glass cannon, and I mean, similarly here, your eyes go straight towards what he's able to achieve in the early rounds.
What's he up to? What's the plan?
Seems to be an awful lot of support in place for him. This is going to be a dry swing through here, but nobody on the other side for OPTIC. Nobody's going to greet this outside dish.
No, I was curious if Ye was going to drift that way, but it doesn't seem to be the case at all. So it could be just kind of a take a little bit of the map away. Obviously, Seth doesn't like that, so he has to clear methodically. It'll take a couple of seconds. It does allow that pinch towards B. We do see that three-play stack pushing in Cruz, Sushi Boys, Fox on the other side. Ye, it's 1-1, finds Fox.
Pala hilang,
there by his
anjing.
side. There's already contact made. OPTIC walking away far better from this already. Sushi Boys needs to be a bit of a impactful player or just keep his life for now. That was very fine margins to keeping him alive. That's one thing is they haven't noted the op yet.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I guess it still works for XERXIA, but I mean, with Marv being removed, it actually makes it pretty difficult. You've got to rely on Victor to maybe cut off some of these sight lines. Well, Surf will be granted a pick here. OPTIC, a pause for thought. Even a moment's hesitation, you could say. 45 seconds left, maybe just waiting for this rotation to come back through. I think actually Victor would have heard that. He would have heard Surf.
Kasian banget anjing. Si Sushi Boy. Wah, kacau.
Everyone aware of the position.
Wait.
Wants to get proactive, and the timing is perfect.
Nice.
It couldn't have been better for him. He still gets to keep his life. Spike does get planted, but as a post-plant 3v3, of course the rifles reign supreme for XERXIA here, but the positions aren't bad, and FNS still has that rifle himself. Just waiting at the bottom of the tower. Surf trying to clear through, spots no one just yet. They're so close to each other at this point. So Eric going back around as well. That's that down. Sushi Boys continues forward. Crashies might be his first real test here.
FNS is in a weird spot as well. Really weird spot behind the box.
Boom, dapat.
Oh dear, that's a
Aduh,
problem.
miss.
Surf's in a little bit of trouble. He actually gets to keep himself alive for now. Goes back in. How many goes at this are you going to get?
Ih, miss
Crashies, I don't know how
lagi,
you're alive, but you're
cok.
living, you're breathing, and you're standing, and you're holding this site. He's trying to be a problem. Agree, the crossfire time is starting to dwindle.
It's done.
And XERXIA, they've got nothing. They're just going to feed them the weapons at this point. It's time to back away, try and keep that up as best you can. Run, Surf, run. I mean, this game already, we're starting to see a couple of cracks and a couple of issues here for me.
I mean, some major issues there on the retake. I mean, the neural theft comes through. They have a decent idea then of how to approach things. Crashes is just allowed to exist for so long. And he actually goes, it's damage, yeah, he forces the dash out. I mean, all those things just make it even more difficult. But XERXIA, I mean, it took him the best part of a week to even get towards sight there.
Yeah. Well, they've got a hero up, right? Like, I guess that's what you get left with.
Well, I mean, he's got to do some work here, to be honest, because this is OPTIC on the brink of double digits.
Expect
Horrendous
ada
buy
OP.
for XERXIA.
OP lawan OP.
That's the way to make something happen with the operator for Surf, but
Great analysis there, Mike.
immediately
Just
removed
don't peek,
well,
yay. I don't think you're wrong.
I mean, try and tell me I'm wrong.
No, Scary has got himself the op, so at least that has been somewhat filtered back through, but what are you going to do with it is, I guess, the next question here for OPTIC.
You got to hold
emotions.
it. Yeah, you got to hold it.
You're not going to get at this point, are you, really? Let the others try and do something, get a bit of chip damage in.
I'm looking now at the screen, and the next round is terrifying for OPTIC. I mean, Crashes has his ult now. Victor going to have his box, though. So we're going to make this interesting.
Any swing?
Sushi as well.
Okay, now suddenly they might start leaning back in. Victor's looking a little bit panicked, but again, they still hold numbers. Scary's found Victor, and Marv hopefully has the lineup. Hopefully that molly's good.
Nice!
The time.
Woo! Timing,
He's
boss.
still got time to stick this.
Absolutely does. And Marv does have ult as well.
No.
Yeah, they're drawing everything
Aduh,
out.
Noel dikit. Ayo, ayo. Geser. Mampus.
But
Eh.
yeah, Scary's going to keep that up.
Ternyata itu
Take that away.
sia.
No problem in that, but makes me
I mean,
nervous.
damage done, yes.
Allah.
Ultimate's invested, yes. But
I worry when we talk small benefits when you're in double digits now. Like that's always gonna be the thing to me. Is like, okay, you draw the ult out, you did a bit of money, economic damage.
let's look at the cushion that OPTIC have, right?
Yes.
What does it even?
Oh.
What does it even
does it
matter at
make
this
the
point?
impact? Yeah.
XERXIA are one buy away effectively from OPTIC reaching map.
Bandel tangannya.
That's I guess the harder point of this is now. I don't know if I want a timeout from XERXIA. I need something. It feels like we barely had a second half so far.
And to be honest, if the orbital strikes invested there, I'm fine with it with what else they have available.
Sure, they've got
Like,
plenty.
they still have so much to work with.
Yeah,
And then
Punching
Yay
the
2 away from the Tour de Force. Like,
yeah, it's worthwhile to secure the round. Absolutely. You're not going to second guess that at all. Yeah, again. Put himself in the mix. Crashies though can work his way up, and you can see the combination here. Sight is now theirs, sliced through the middle and taken away. Victor, oh, the entry work
Beautiful.
is unreal. The follow-up's great as well. The spacing on OPTIC is good. Surf just about finding Marv there, but it is only two, so Surf and Scary still stand. 3 players on the site. Rez comes in, spots out Victor, not going to get away with that. Oh, yay though. As said, don't
Kalah
fight
ini
Yay.
map ini.
Don't be gay.
I mean, I was saying this. It was a huge positive for Yay to have a serious deflector. I mean, I think back to that Bind performance, and you could tell he'd felt the
Mapnya
he was
Chelsea
fired
lagi.
up, and actually to come away from that first series for OPTIC, that's a huge positive for me. And you can see already he's delivering here. I mean, maybe not numerically because Victor's having a fantastic game as well.
Dreamy stuff on the way.
This
in.
is just so
Look at the
pacey.
spacing as
Exactly,
well.
Exactly.
Man, it hits. It really does feel good. You see those nice set pieces.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's finally killed blue smoke, so...
Check him, PC.
Yeah.
Timeout coming in, but...
That's the panic button hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Because XERXIA achieved nothing this half. I got to say it. And that's not really down to them, I'll be honest. OPTIC have played this fantastically so far.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the good looks from OPTIC that we hadn't seen before, right? Like, we've seen glimpses of it coming through to be in this point, but we hadn't seen it as clearly to at least.
Orang Asia banget
The initial
mukanya.
question for me, XERXIA, whether they're going to be able to utilize this comp to truly slow down OPTIC. OPTIC have been in the driving seat. They've set the tone, they've set the pace, they've stuck to it, and it's looked amazing for them.
Yeah, spot on. I think for me, this echoes back to Sideshow on the desk at the start, kind of discussing, you know, Victor's LAN performance translating, and to me this has been a very integral game for him, and one where he had to deliver, not only in frag department, right? Like, frags don't tell you everything, but him taking the space, being the entry, being successful on it, and he's done that not only on the defending side, but also we've seen with that lovely set piece on this side as well.
I mean, this comp adjustment has looked great for him as well.
Yes.
To have the neon here, and again, that's an even bigger confidence boost to somebody who we could already question the performance of, or at least the lack thereof in terms of the standard set by himself. But I'm loving what I'm seeing.
Yeah. How many times though have we seen players who've had highs and low performances put on something like Neon? Like you look at Soulcast, right? And you see that again, a lot of pressure gets put onto that agent and that player. So not an easy one to play with. And the timing for Ye here. Let's see how it works out, because you can see the gap being closed a little here. Say a lot.
5-man pinch, actually.
Yeah, this is huge, and Ye now just has target practice. On either side, he's still just not seeing these plays, but it's traded. Essential work from XERXIA. They need to commit on this, and FNS just gets sent to the, I don't know, Shadow Realm at this point. It's a 3v2. This is a weird round, but actually, XERXIA have finally numbers in their favor, but the spike is going down, and Marv is about to check his corner. Doesn't see Scary just yet. Marv has no idea that Scary's here.
Gak dicek, gak dicek. Dirimu nakal. Marfut.
A lot of utility to play with if he feels like he can. Purchase not perfect on the other side. The timing's everything. Can he isolate one of these three
they're
kills?
split. He could.
It's a burst. It's messy. Not going to happen. Cruz is there. There was a chance. There was a window. Got shut, and XERXIA get to stay alive for another round.
I'm almost looking at from XERXIA. I'm like, guys, see, sure you want to walk in 3 different approaches, but
let's make sure we get that timing right, guys.
Again, this year, initially, Ye, 2 fantastic picks to open this one up. But like I said, this was a 5-man pinch from XERXIA. Just absolutely no concern anywhere else in the map whatsoever. Really well done. They need to, I'll be honest, do something
Nggak dicek, langsung ngambil tap out.
They're coasting in
Kamu nakal ya, Marfut, nggak ngecek.
Players out of comfort zone. I think that's something that XERXIA is
Corner.
very good at and has done. I mean, they literally tilted OPTIC and into it went that far out of the game. Like, and this, I'm happy to see a timeout right back in for OPTIC though, because if you just had that round happen to you, like a 5-man pinch where you're going to be frustrated but maybe a little annoyed, you want to make sure you do not allow that to happen. Okay, what's the new protocols? How do we make sure that none of this weird stuff affects the outcome to the round? How do we hit the brakes on that?
If XERXIA can pull this off another couple of, again, we were talking about just how slippery they can be in some rounds, and almost hard to expect and anticipate, because it's so different to some of the, I guess, traditional play styles we see in Western Valorant, so to say, and how comfortable XERXIA look doing it. That's the terrifying part of it.
Look, I know it's like a big topic, but it's like if you find repeatable success with it, I don't care. Throw it in every now and then.
Get weird.
I mean, I come from like a scene like in Counter-Strike where you had like a Brazilian team turn up with a pace that was so unmatched and so unorthodox, and it beat some of the best in the world, and it just stunned everyone.
You can do all the prep for it as well, but it's...
How'd you do it in the server, right? And you take nothing away. If you can come in that well prepped and no one can handle it, fair play to you. I love that. Give me more of that until someone works it out, right? And that's the evolution we get to see in real time, potentially, in this matchup, right? Like, that's the tantalizing prospect here. And we come back into this after the timeout of OPTIC being a little maybe stunned by that, or a little shocked in that last round. So let's see if they can take a little bit of stock in this and take back a little bit of the paces. Already, we're seeing an all-in piece.
The tour de force popped. Again, it's actually only Sushi Boys over. So again, got a little bit of utility and support, but we're almost giving this up for full retake. And you look, I mean, Cruz has got the rolling thunder. Yes, they do have the cosmic divide as well. 2 massive components.
Chill.
Definitely take a good stab at the retake.
It's easy for me to say, but I'd love to see them be a little bit more proactive on the other side of the map for an early rotation.
Yeah.
Like, as much as, yes, they have pushed Arcade a little, I'd like to see them respond when they see no contact.
For sure. Find the space, at least confirm what you feel here in the first 20 seconds.
That's why now, obviously, they know what's up. This is already clicked, but you've not got much work coming in, so you don't have the full idea of, okay, is it 3 here? If they lurk, you know, what's going on the other side? So
they have to retake main here, Lauren. That's the concern. Yes, the Rolling Thunder is going to be good for that. They can Cosmic Divide, shut the door almost. Sure. But they've got to be quick about this.
Okay, there's the divide.
Camera should spot Crashes.
Crashes, I think, has been well and truly noted, but again, the suppress on the other side, so fully aware of each other, but already the defuse's going to come in. Crashes on the side, gets outdone. Quick swing from Sushi, but already you can see time being bought. Some of the other factors, that late round utility can come out to play from OPTIC here, trying to buy the time. Victor peeks through, gets hit by Force, and Fox on the defuse. He's already gone halfway. Woo! With the spray through, and the defuse still carrying on. They can't deny it, they can't stop it.
GG retake-nya, cocok.
Even just offsetting the ult
shot, mang shot.
To the wall. It was in front of the Cosmic Divide. I was worried for a second there. As soon as that ult drops, that they're just going to have open sight lines. But XERXIA put a crucial round on the board here.
The pace at which Sushi Boys even gets up there, like, tell me how he got there unchallenged at this point. I mean, we said we haven't seen Sushi Boys fully unleashed, right? We hadn't seen him at that, you know, peak performance that we know he can have. If he's starting to warm up here, that could be an alarm bell ringing.
It was a very, very slow start to this map, I'll be honest.
Weh, suaranya, Cok.
Now we look at what's on the other side. We have the ult from Victor, so don't be too worried about just the frenzy in mind, but it's patience.
Ulti mulu.
They are
almost sitting deeper.
Oofed.
Okay, mati Fox.
I was going to say, Fox may be able to find one, but stacked up the body system working well for them. Surf, though, going to be the second layer to this. It's got to be cautious, though, because Marv could backstab it here.
It feels like there's a real time limit on that.
No way.
No
way.
No, jangan. Surf.
Yeah, he is not fully backed off from this
Jangan,
yet.
Cok.
He's he's got Cruise by his side.
Dah,
He's good for
cabut,
it as well.
cabut,
Backs
cabut.
away, and he's got to be aware there's layers, right? You've got to be aware there's more to this. And now Victor on the swing pass.
Nice.
Surf still finds Marv. And Victor can't do anything about this, really. Surf's readjusted perfectly. 34 HP, not much of a bother when you've got the op, but still gets punished by Victor. Closing in Cruz! Unawares! Victor slicing through them. And now a 2v2. How's it come to this? Spike on the way, and they've got a decent amount of side control.
He's going to be able to get a comfortable plant here. Sushi Boys coming back through B main. It's scary actually going to try and stun up Victor in the corner, but they can't open a sight line here. Crashes in a weird spot.
Great to hold the cross, though. Such a deep angle to clear. And yeah, first contact made. He can still kind of slip away, buy some more time. Flash comes over, 3 seconds until the knife as well. He can keep buying time. That's exactly the name of the game for him. To isolate Sushi Boys. They know where Scary is as well. Just slips in there on the first. Going to try and get a foot closer, but a wide swing from Crashies. And 12-8. This is a game for me where Victor has shone. I thought the impact from Surf was, that was it. Okay, we're good, right? He's done his job. Fallen away to tower, didn't need to overdo it. And the trades coming out from Victor was unbelievable.
I mean, I'm not sure why a double swing doesn't come through there when Surf unfortunately whiffs the first shot, but Victor closes the gap so quickly. Oh, it was a stun. It was a stun. I think Cruz was just recovering from it. Or maybe just the readjustment there. He doesn't feel his after timing, like, but it's literally a millisecond that Victor's able to charge that down, and it's crucial. That's the kill that turns that.
Absolutely, absolutely. 12-8 now, map 1 on the line. OPTIC in the driving seat for now, but you can see how close this is between the two. Yes, the scoreline makes it look a little bit more drastic to one side, but XERXIA have been digging deep on some of these rounds. Don't forget that. I'm turning in ways you just do not expect.
OPTIC happy once again. Slow things down. Here, let's see. XERXIA again. They're not going out exploring. Going to try and make OPTIC sweat a little bit and discover this deeper setup. Fox actually going to throw up the wall on B main. We'll see a rotation here, maybe not, with confirmation of presence on the other side. Again, not an awful lot achieved for XERXIA here, right? There's no utility drawn out. There's no real indicators on the side of OPTIC. And they still have loads of time. I mean, there's 40 seconds left. That looking as if A might be the end goal. Actually, XERXIA have almost got the right people in the right place
Yeah,
here.
they've
30
got the
seconds
rotation
left.
correct. This could be a bare minimum 3, so it's just how much can, well, Sushi Boys potentially do with this, because he will be dedicated and actually so scary, committed to try and hold that peak and crashes with a quick punish. Sushi Boys is suppressed, so it's just that rifle
Bantu
at his
dong,
side. He's
bantu
going to commit
Sushi
to an
Boys
angle
dong.
and hope for the best, and he
Sushi
chooses
Boys.
potentially the wrong way. 12
Nice.
seconds. FNS got Cruz on the way through. There's still life to this. Hold on, they've got to check this. Bounding through.
Woo!
He
Gak
catches
dicek, pindah,
both.
pindah, 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 pindah.
FNS going to be kicking himself for now. Time,
Oh.
3 seconds. They ain't got it.
Nice. GG,
I mean,
GG.
XERXIA actually do make him sweat. I felt as if OPTIC are almost in control of that. They've drawn out.
Sabar
Again, the
tuh si
biggest tool for me to get used early on here is Fox's wall. They don't rotate away from it. And somehow, I mean, they still get a third member over here. FNS is like,
How do you
well,
adjust to that,
FNS,
man?
I got to plant. I
Yeah,
got to plant.
it's fair
dude.
enough. I can't even
I've
blame
got
him. I can't even
Focus
blame him
banget.
for the adjustment back to Marv. So sick. They've broken Optic's money.
They actually have, yeah. I mean, this is scrappy. We'll see what OPTIC can achieve here. I'm looking at this old cycle, really,
Oh, yeah.
because lots has been burnt up in the last few rounds from OPTIC. We're almost due one of those snowball rounds.
Ya, 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 ya.
It's not pretty.
Sama-sama stun,
Not pretty
cok.
at all.
No. Absolute
Aduh.
nightmare.
Okay.
Crashes. Punishes Fox as well. And this was never meant to be the round that was the problem. And Optic just gets scrappy. And now they've got an
Sushi Boys-
opportunity.
Yeah, Sushi Boy's got to go huge for XERXIA here.
How much pressure? Okay, we've seen this look before, but we've seen the spacing is gorgeous from Optic. Can Sushi Boys work it out? The flash is on the money! It's not just one that you fight, there's so many players behind it now, it's all on Surf. How much more can one man do in a 1v4? Well, ain't gonna be much. Victor to close the account at 13-9. Okay, my...
Balas dendam. Optik. GG, GG, GG. Email. Las itu apa sih ini Latin Amerika? Oh, kayak logo victim anjir, fusion. Ya Korea cuma satu doang ya. Masuk terus sih, kayaknya bisa jadi 2 ini Korea besok. Tapi Korea cuma satu doang tahapnya, langsung ke master. Ya kalau sama siapa cok? Oh kalau sama ini onslaught 2 hours, onslaught 2 hours.
Biar elektrik.
Hahaha. Deng 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 deng. Semangat Bams, kediamannya Bams. Sama siapa dia dua? Bams sama siapa nih? Trio. Kita nyari ini cewek-cewek streamernya. Valorant Indonesia.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Nice one. Good job, guys. So far. check out my stream, bro. You in there?
Cakep. Dasmu tidak ada namanya. Coba berkedok cewek anjing. Bangsat.
There's no class tomorrow.
Ang
gawin mo, Papa, habulin natin para di na umasa. Joke lang, bye.
Kakabadrik tong Tangina, triple bracer.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde ward?
¿Dónde?
We know that for each second in esports, you are dedicated to winning. Today, I would like to introduce our new...
Pengen lihat Secret Lab. Sini anjing. Secret Lab. I want to know. LOL akali. Ini buat itu ya, kaki itu ya. Ih, DC nggak ada Marvel gitu. WIB. Nge-lag anjing. Iklan lagi kampret sih.
좀 쫄았어 언니가 갑자기 클럽 안
쫑팅
가다가
쫑진짜.
남자친구가 앞에서 자기 클럽에서 생일 파티 한다고 했대. 내가 괜히 뜨끔하더라고. 클럽이 진짜 나쁜 곳은 아니거든요. 근데, 근데 약간 물란하긴 해요. 솔직히 물란하긴 해. 어쩔 수 없어. 술과 뭐 춤과 뭐 방과 함께하는 그런 문화다 보니까 어쩔 수 없이 좀 물란해 보이긴 해. 뭐 남자친구, 여자친구가 간다고 하면 좀 안 좋게 볼 수도 있는데 맞아 근데 막상 가가지고 뭐 남자친구 헤어지는 게 다르지 않을까? 내가 언니가 그런 사람이 아니라는 걸 아니까 근데 언니가 거기서 가서 놀아도 남자랑 안 될 것 같은데요? 라고 이렇게 얘기했지만 그 오빠 입장에서는 씨발 어쨌든 남자들이 와가지고 꼬셔가지고 놀 수도 있고 그런 물란한 곳인데 왜 굳이 스테이크에서 하냐 그렇게 생각할 수도 있죠. 맞아. 본인의 경험에 따라
Copyright nggak sih anjing?
맞아. 본인의 경험.
Tidak. Betul dulu. Oh, begitu isinya. Oh. Oh. 정관이 전화부터. Nih, teman-teman gua pasti mau nih. Nggak usah nonton VCT deh, ngeliatin ini aja kali ya. Gitu. Jadi dia menceritakan tentang kehidupan dia. Ketika dia follow dulu IG-nya, coba lihat IG-nya. Oh, Spring Bed namanya. Dipadet. Astagfirullahaladzim, untung gak bukanya. Dah. Just chatting. Ngapain lagi nih? Iklan bangsat. Ini ngapain? Olahraga apa ini? Apa sih itu bacanya? 25JJ. Apa sih? Nggak tahu ah. Udah lah, Valorant.
And again, XERXIA tried to get a little weird with it. The first blood doesn't go in their favor, and unfortunately, I mean, the response is immediate from OPTIC.
Yeah, I do want to see the, I guess, turnaround from XERXIA a little bit here in my mind. I want to see them find that form, and this takes the wind out of your sails, doesn't it? Just Yay opening up with a nice round at the beginning. Nothing necessarily too flashy, but just solid play. Just a casual 3K, right? Yep. It's just super, super solid. And again, I want to see XERXIA really kick things off. But I want this to be a closer game. I want all 3 maps. You know, screw me, I guess. I want to see as much Valorant as possible. And if that means we have to see Sushi Boys activate Scary, find a little bit more form here, find a little bit of something that really enamors us is already, it's not looking good. Sushi Boys going to go
Aduh.
down. This is crispy work from OPTIC.
Just going through the motions.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
what? Are you joking?
Oh, yay.
I mean, there's a weapon switch in there as well. He actually pulls out the ghost.
Are you crazy? Yay!
Don't peek him.
Don't peek yay. Oh, dearie me.
I mean, this is the terrifying thing, right? Because you think back to that performance versus the guard, and things kind of fell apart on the defense, right? But to have somebody on a sentinel still able to achieve this on attack, right? It's disgusting. I mean, look how close he is to the tour de force already.
And Surf is now.
Get him another kill.
Why not? Well, if you can, why not? Surf's going to put up a damn good try to not let that happen, but well, there's 3 players on the other side of that. I think he knows he's going to have to be real sharp. Not going to happen. Crashies, comfy on the catch, but please show me a replay. Please, maybe put it into slow-mo, because my brain is not quick enough to keep up with what we just saw.
I mean, the timing is absolutely devastating for the Xerxia players, but the fact that he can still adjust there and hit both of those shots is just disgusting. It's
nasty work.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Yes, this is fine.
It's just like, oh, yeah, the ghost isn't working. Ghost ain't working for me. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, all right.
He can throw a rifle in here again. You try to kill, you fall, you've got the tour de force.
Beauty of chamber, right? But okay, by coming out for Xerxia, I want to see this. Stop the rot. Stop Ye, who's now been seemingly unleashed. He's right next to Victor. They're trying to get in, and well, Victor has Ye a little bit further back, but do they know that Victor's gone this far forward? Well, now they do. Opens up for a trade. B-side not quite on the platter yet, as Fox is going to fill the void. And Sushi Boy's on the swing. He's not having the success he needs. He's gone for a couple of rounds like these, and he's not quite stuck the landing. And now I'm seeing 2 rifles come through. FNS and Ye both going to be pretty much happily get into this. Ye now removed. Fox is going to create a little bit of a path back through Garage, which is vital for now.
Aduh.
In the back lines, Crashes quick pop flash could have been great, but not going to happen. Flips around. Fox on the hunt.
By time.
And you're right. Time of the essence. And the spike going to go down.
Player standing.
Now Fox already had been considered earlier. There's a couple of audio cues. Makes his presence known, and just too many targets and a heartbreaking round for Xerxia here.
That's a huge cushion as well. I mean,
3 rifles.
Yeah, you can talk about the opportunity here to run the tour de force, but look at the money we're looking at in round 4 for OPTIC. It is ridiculous. And by the way, the audible is so quick there. We're talking about these synergies for in terms of the one-by combo with the stun and the orbital strike, right? As soon as they find the kill on Sushi, they know that they're going to be able to find space through Garage towards C. And I mean, it's literally instantaneous.
And I know this sounds a bit bizarre, but I'm almost heartbroken for Sushi, because you can see how much he is trying to make impact here. In the last couple of rounds, he is putting his life on the line for it, but he's just, being kind of outdone at this point. And sometimes it do be like that, and it sucks to see, but for now he has to keep, picking himself up and keep going back at it. That's a hard reality of this and the harsh reality of it all. But this round shouldn't be too much to write home about, as it looks like this B takes underway. Scary has managed to thread the gap. Beautiful work from Scary, finding 2 off the rip. Victor blinded, overwhelmed. Xerxia suddenly remember who they are. They stop everything that OPTIC were trying to do. A stark reminder of this team is someone to be feared. There's already Marv now presented what could be an unwinnable situation. Look how many players are just watching the other side of this, and he knows it. And that could be quite interesting. Finds 1. Oh.
We're talking about TikTok plays. There's one for you. There's one for you.
I've been locked down, all right, for like 11
You've been
days.
stuck on TikTok.
My mental health is in the bin. All right, please don't do this. However, 3-1 now.
That's the round the Xerxia
where was this? Look at this. Whoa. Stunning stuff. And it couldn't have come at a better time, because this could have been a spiral to a very bad scoreline.
Well, we talked about fracture, right? There was a crucial round where saying actually
lemes.
Stop the bleeding, because that's how it feels early on here. They're out battered in the first 4 rounds, and you're right, a little bit of a shift here.
Let's see if those flashes are on the money this time. Caught a little bit of a team flash there, but it's fine. Victor can still carry on forward, but there's a player waiting as Sushi. Still going to at least get a fair fight-ish. still going to go Victor's way, and now the rest of the side looking a little bit more vulnerable. Scary on the other side, looking more scared than anything. Tries to dip away into the swarm, but Victor's too good.
Timing,
Too aware. Surflo takes space on the other side of the map, trying to fight it out. Does do just that. Spike now lost. And XERXIA finally putting their foot down. This is everything they needed. Marv left a million miles away from the spike, essentially, at this point. Got to get past Surf. And the other players now all congregating around this side. Going to try and bait this out. Spin through the smoke. And doesn't get much for it. Surf doing very well there.
Well, this is the sort of round where, and if this continues to develop, this is really going to test that support system we're talking about, right? If XERXIA can make this fast and loose and try and catch OPTIC off guard, it's going to be really difficult for them to slow that down.
For me, Sideshow said this perfectly, right? It's all about tempo this game. And
Yes.
we saw at the very start, okay, OPTIC, they've dictated the paces. Boom, boom, boom. It's been wild. There's your answer back, right? And it's hard to keep doing this. So let's say you're now, you were down 0-3, right? You've been struggling, you've been bodied if you're Sushi. He was struggling to make that impact happen.
I feel like they're hunting Sushi, by the way. They're literally like, 100%? Let's find where he is, shut him down, because actually, I mean, Neon's a great, you talk about in terms of the feasibility of running it, actually, he can literally just charge through Sushi's setup. Like, it doesn't matter, it literally completely mitigate that damage. Again, soak up the alarm bot, maybe pull out a nano swarm or something like that, and he still kind of has that sustain on site to at least exist for a few seconds, right? At least a good fact finder for then OPTIC to follow through. But this next round for me is really important. We're now seeing again OPTIC. I won't say they're completely reset. Victor has his ultimate. They're going to invest something in here. As you see, Yay with the operator already. That cushion was so big. Yes. And actually on the other side, I think Surf going to throw one. So this one for me is a real test in terms of coming back to that discussion of dictating the rhythm, the pace of this game.
This whole game feels like a fever dream when you watch these two play. The pace is unbelievable. I mean, when we look at kind of the extremes of pace as well and how you dictate tempo, right? You've got some teams coming into this playing this super late, I guess it Navi style, execute all that stuff, where it's just, super late in the day, 30 seconds, very choreographed. Yeah, I think that's the other word I could have gone for. But again, it's nice to see a refresher of two teams that are willing to flip the switch. But it can be such a brutal bloodbath. And now you're talking about the purchase. There is a purchase here for OPTIC, but it's far from perfect. And on the other side for XERXIA, it's good.
Surf actually going to get suppressed immediately here. Confirmation of his whereabouts. Again, they're going to challenge this B-side setup. So this time, again, just plants the seeds, whether or not he progresses through. Again, a commitment to hold garage here, as OPTIC actually drift back towards the operator.
This is terrifying, holding such a close line. He tries to get out of there, needs to escape, and he does. Victor can't close the gap. Sushi Boys does find Marv in the meantime. That's towards middle. Yay with the trade for Fox to fill the void. Do they even know he's here? OPTIC going to pick up the pace, and they haven't checked on this yet. Scary still on the side. It's not pretty, but it's got the job done. Yay going to power on forward. And Yay cracks open the side. It's all on Yay now at 1v2, but he's got the spike down. And it is Yay.
Look at the respect given. The lockdown in
you have to.
Sushi, got to be careful here.
But he's going exploring. Yay wants to get aggressive. It's the right call, but can he make the right shot? Yes, he can! And now 3 seconds, he has to get out of there, though. If he gets detained, he's done. A couple more seconds, he's done for. Detained in the defuse. Cruz ain't going to second guess this one. Sit it and get the job done. Defuse happened, and Yay negated.
There's a gap long. I'm not sure if he's just respecting the possibility Cruz has that aftershock or what, but...
If we could get a replay, I want to see if that copy was actually available.
The copy was definitely available. It was safe from the lockdown there. I don't know if that's just the fear of the utility. Also, XERXIA must be thinking, what is going on? Because Yay has an operator on their live wire around. Like somebody else is running around with a frenzy. I think the problem here is Yay is so fearful of getting traded. He doesn't want to commit to breaking the lockdown. There's lots of problems there. I think actually, I'm not even sure if XERXIA had the crossfire set up if he did piece the lockdown.
Well, we're right back into things though, and look at this coming straight out from Victor. Going to just try and take a second, pause for thought as that flash comes in, clears through Garrett, but he wants to continue. Sushi Boy's put to task because he's the one trying to slow him down, but already the site is under stress, it's under scrutiny. Victor is trying to get in their face. FNS behind him, but there's XERXIA finally. Sushi Boys and Surf keep control of it. Surf can see nothing, vision removed, trades come out, but Yay still stands. And this time, he makes it work.
Blink and you miss it. What is that? What is that? That is just it's terrifying pace from OPTIC. XERXIA actually, they weather the storm.
Yes, they do.
It comes down to a 1v1 when you think there's no way XERXIA hold on to this, right? Surf's got 7 different pieces of utility flying at him. He's stunned up. He's got a panic cloud burst. Then pop the blade storm, and still this comes to a 1v1.
One enemy remaining.
Feels still like a minute on the round there.
What a ridiculous round.
Just hard clear left.
Oh yeah, hard clear left. In the chaos there, make sure you hard clear left. Yeah, come on.
And there is no rest for the Wicked. Could go right back at it. Look at it, Victor again. They found a pressure point and they are not stopping the push. Sushi Boys now. Let's see if they do hard clear left because that is going to be in the next one.
Timing
Victor
Surf.
clears out Sushi and on the back of the side, Surf's around and he knows he's in trouble. How does he find this pick? How does he stay alive? He can't because Marv is behind him. Yeah, he's right there and it's a shutdown. Blink and you miss it. You might just miss this whole game.
Surf
But 2
bingung
rounds
anjing.
in the space that 1 could have been played out. It was like 40 seconds start to finish for 2 rounds.
Just catch my breath for a sec.
Well, they've
Quickly
broken the
analyze.
money. They've broken the money. XERXIA now are going to be scrambling for answers. I mean,
Look
what
at the
do
time.
you do?
It's 1:30. I don't know what time these rounds have concluded. It's got to be above a minute easily. Easily. God damn.
Do you know what the crazy thing is to still see them actively addressing things on the fly? They're looking to actually perfect this rhythm.
And the one thing about setting tempo, right, setting pace like this, they rinse and repeat, and they're going to have to be trying to predict those next adjustments, those adaptations, and that's exactly it. Caught in no man's land. Oh, Victor's just slicing through them like a hot knife through butter. XERXIA are just stunned. Like, how do you deal with this? How do you slow this down? This ain't the round to do it. I mean, you barely got a buy, but they're trying the best they can. Crew's still going to connect towards Victor, but the site's theirs. You're down to, what, 3? You've got Cruz, Surf, and Scary. Okay, back through Garage. Yeah, he's got it. Gets out of danger too, no worries there. Crashies then fills the gap. They've already got good information on more players. Crashies actually might be... Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's weird, but it's worked. It's fine. Okay, it's a 3v2. Got a post plant. I mean, it's a triple stack on long, so how do you break that? I guess Scary's got to do some mad stuff here. 18 HP in a dream at this point. This is the longest the rounds have gone on for a while. And Scary. It's cooked at this point. Time to back away, but I mean, Mike, again, let's talk about when you set the pace like this, right? When you keep doing this, you're drawing out response, right? You're drawing out that next layer from someone like, you know, XERXIA here, right? They have to address and adjust, but you're now dictating the pace so far, you're that next step ahead.
There are so few answers to how well coordinated this pace that OPTIC are bringing to Haven. There's so little that XERXIA can actually do to address this.
Do you sit for retakes? Do you give up the sites?
I mean,
I mean, you've already seen them evacuate through Garage, right? So already Sushi Boys had to fall away from Garage. He sat in that cubby, already got addressed. You heard it literally mid-round call. Shout out to production for finding that clip. Love you guys. But again, what do you do with this? Okay, so they can put Jet here instead. Okay, let's see if you can out-op them, pushing through. And now they've hit the switch. Now that pace has changed.
XERXIA have ultimates to make use of here, but whether or not they want to start getting proactive now, it certainly doesn't feel comfortable to do so. Actually going to stack 3 across towards A site here.
And what a pace change to pull out at this point.
Again, the problem is what sort of indicators do you have here from the setup? Victor is on fire right now.
Oh, he's
Victor
nasty.
He is hitting everything.
Yeah, he is. Literal Ferrari peak at this point.
Coba deh ke rumah sakit biar sakitnya hilang gitu.
Crashies can happily follow those in. Okay, B-sides ours, no problems. Clear the utility on the way, 50 seconds. XERXIA have to respect this. They can't challenge mid-rounds. And again, look at the flash of the push. Oh, it's smothering. This is almost hard to watch because the answers are so hard to come by.
They really are. And OPTIC look absolutely clinical right now. It's pixel perfect. And this is a great adjustment as well for this sort of round. They slow work the early round and they find a gap, and there's absolutely nobody there to fight it on the side of XERXIA. Now forced to, again, they're in a financial chokehold now. They have to hold on to these weapons. So again, this one, it could get out of hand so quickly. I mean, it already feels like it's out of hand. This is the 7th for OPTIC. It's a huge round deficit to find here. If they remove the operator.
They're desperate to try and get this away, just really add insult to injury. Okay, Ops now gone. Scary is fine. I don't think anyone can even get close to him at this point, but it's only a rifle taken through.
I mean, this is You're right, it's suffocating. Xerxia have no space. There's no comfort zone on the map right now.
Yeah,
regardless of where OPTIC aggress as well.
Yep.
Like a little bit of pressure shown towards mid there. Well, they confirmed something on the back of the Trailblazers being sent through, but then Victor's rewarded with a first blood. And OPTIC read it perfectly. They're almost like, yeah, cool, that'll pull the rotation. And the problem being, there's already 2 on A side behind that first blood. There's an extra body away.
And now bear in mind, Surf last time had the op, and he was going to be the one put into Garage to try and deal with potentially this, I imagine. But now what do? You're stuck here, and you've already been noted that you're in this position. Close enough by, right? So they can already read this as an adjustment. So Victor now is approaching this differently. There's the adjustment.
Awareness.
They are so hyper aware of identifying any of the adjustments that Xerxia are trying to pull off. You have to almost go to the unthinkable, the unconsidered, if you're Xerxia, because right now OPTIC are just completely dominating pace here. But okay, first pick, they hit the brakes for a sec.
I mean, like I said, this comes back to Xerxia just have no way to even disrupt this default of OPTIC. And that paranoia is built now. Is the fast hit coming again? Like, how deep do we play? I don't think the solution here is giving up for retakes, honestly. Yes, they have the Rolling Thunder, but we talk about repeating that success. If they keep giving up sites, it's not going to work for them.
But I don't know if they've been, in my mind, I don't know if they're fully sitting for retakes, because they're still losing opening picks. They're still trying to fight out in Garage, right? Like, obviously you can't give up the whole map, but it's sitting somewhere in between. Okay. I mean, you don't need things to go any better for you.
No, exactly.
It's going fine.
Aduh.
Fox. Trying to make any sort of approach. Yay. Well, okay, that was little, you know.
Wah, udah mulai kacau anjing.
Fleeting second, but it matters not. This is all 5 players standing now, make it 4. Victor, yeah, he's been found, but he's the man who does the early work. Doesn't need to close the rounds as well. I'll close the gap. There it is. This is domination. We have not seen.
Are running rings around Xerxia right now.
Yep.
Literally running rings around them.
It's. I guess this is one way you stop them from getting into their own, you know, pace-fought game, is that you turn the tempo so high that it's just unbearable. The pressure is just crushing them.
I mean, it's not a pretty purchase here. There's 2 Spectres operated back online for Surf, but we haven't seen an awful lot of value out of that. And I've got to say it again, it's a slow start for Xerxia. Not seeing the same things in terms of their win conditions that I don't want to say they were reliant on previously, but they were so pivotal for them that there's completely absent in this series so far.
Bahasa iya guys, 2-0. Aduh, 2-0 dibalas 2-0 anjing.
Looks like that. Look towards B again. Here comes that early clear. There's the pop flash. Yeah, it takes a little bit of a tickle from the utility, but he's still fine. He's taken the space. He's done his job. Once again, finds the side. Do they try and fight for this midway through? Because Victor slipped the net. He's behind enemy lines, behind the wire, and he's got the freest kill of his life. Finds Sushi Boys, and now they've got a problem in the back lines and the front lines. And yay, he just got 2. Surf and Scary. The unthinkable, potentially the unwinnable, and FNS has the angle. Waits for it. Gets denied. Good shot from Surf. And a chance.
The next layer is Yay, though.
Yes,
and posted up here.
Yes, determined. Don't peek Yay. Okay, that's one way to stop him. He can't see. That's good. That's a good start. We like that. Okay, don't. Oh, God, he's so close to this. Yeah, okay, he's still fine. He's still fine as Scary now, a 1v2, and this entire half has lived up to his name, which is not what he had wanted. Crashies to close, and 9-3. I'm just glad we don't get paid by the hour, because this is going to be a quick game.
I mean, the problem being there's so few positives to take away from that, Xerxia, and that's literally just because OPTIC are playing this to perfection. You can't even say, oh yeah, they're having a bad game, they're losing gunfights. This is precision from OPTIC, and it's absolutely deadly.
Oh, it's a lockout. I haven't seen a game like this in a while, and once again, I can't even be too critical to Xerxia about this, because this has been just a blitz from OPTIC, right? Like, they have been playing absolutely out of their mind. The pace has been unbelievable, and tempo was the key word that Sideshow brought up, and I think we have to close on that one, because 9-3, this tempo has been unreal.
Ooh. Yeah, not envious of Xerxia right now. I mean, this could be their final moment. A little bit hard to watch at times, to be completely honest. I mean, I think there was a point where I looked over at Jess and she just sighed.
Of course I sighed. Of course, what do? Because all I did was blink, look up, blink, look down, and the round was over.
Yeah.
If you're Xerxia right now, which I have to...
이따위 센가 내가?
Ah, copyright. Apa ini anjing? XERXIA kenapa jadi gini? XERXIA kenapa jadi gini? Duh, jangan gitu dong. Heh. Gak dingin apa? Nakal. Astaga. Nah lah, Valorant aja.
Get aggressive, set the tempo.
Got to. Because no matter what, this could be the last time we see XERXIA here in Reykjavik, at least for this year and for this tournament. And not only that, we have already set the precedence for the fact that last time it was Envy, now OPTIC, who was knocked out. And now they get their revenge. Is this it? Is this how they do it here on Haven?
We shall see. We are ready to hand it off to Pansy and Hypoc. Take it away.
Yeah, I think the only way I can really summarize this is we've seen finally the beast being awoken from the walls of OPTIC, because these guys have suddenly turned into something that, I mean, they're titans at this point, right? So, the desk said it, and I want to kind of echo that. We have to see the response in kind. Surf has to be integral and already going to get things started well. A little bit of chip damage here, but not enough to write home. That's the money for Surf.
Ayo Surf!
Kills and support
Cepet
by
banget,
side.
Cok.
We're right back into things, and again, it's another pacey round.
I mean, sure, XERXIA, run it back. Let's see how many times you can do it. The concern being if OPTIC get a little wind in their sails and they're able to dictate the tempo on defense, that's always the most concerning when you watch a team on Haven, right? Is if they're able to just shut out a lobby, they can find garage control, at least slow down some of these pushes from XERXIA. I question whether or not XERXIA will have the same strength in default that OPTIC did, right? Sure. That would be the biggest concern for me.
Ayo,
But, I mean,
dua,
this is a great indicator.
satu.
If a pistol round's anything
Ayo,
to go by, that is
satu.
the perfect one to see.
Biar
Yeah,
mapping.
and it's a big confidence kind of
Bagus,
rebuilder
bagus,
as well.
bagus.
Just get it started. Okay, big tempo, come in,
bagus,
solid.
bagus.
Right, we can do this now. We have to, you've ripped off the bandage almost. You come back in and you're doing exactly as needed. Now, it does have to stay clean here. I'm not going to take anything less. First pick already came in. That's Marv gone. On a clear sight. We've noted one at the back. That should be found. Yeah, they found the next
Nice.
as well. No one will be able to swing through the smoke. Good work from XERXIA here. Doing what the doctor ordered. And now, yay. I want to be 5.
Surely
Look,
not.
don't raise your eyebrows.
Surely not, right? I mean, I was just waiting. It's a huge positive to see Ye miss a shot in the pistol round. The snowball effect.
True.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, there's
Comeback,
the
comeback.
opium for you if you're a XERXIA fan watching, but
Need a little right now.
they need to build up a cushion here.
The scoreline isn't impossible though. Like as much as you look at the true.
There's your second huff of opium as well.
You're going deep on
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Wow.
down the rabbit hole.
Well, yeah, it can happen, right? But I hold such higher standard now for XERXIA. Like, in this round, I want impact. I almost want it converted, right? It has to almost be above expectation because you've just been battered, man. I mean, there's only so many ways to put it. Digs up. Seems to try and do a little bit of early work. Keeps the space, but you can see that Scary has popped himself up towards long. Smoke goes deeper in towards garage, and you see the rest of XERXIA heading on through.
Two traps set up here as well. The first will be dealt with. The second, just to make sure nobody's pushing through towards spawn.
Got the rotation. Ish.
Well, yeah, you say that
Ish.
actually. Then there was a second where OPTIC was like, nah. Well,
It's not enough. Put a lot of faith in Ye, man.
Problem being, XERXIA from this setup, I don't feel as if they learn anything. There's nothing really in terms of information gathering. The Trailblazer will come out now.
Scary sitting here's given them the idea that, you know, they're still coming this way, which has kind of worked. It's almost that false positive coming out. Now he is teed up to die, though, but the site should be theirs on the other side, right? So it's like, okay, we've sacrificed one, maybe for the greater good here. Spike should be going down, and then they push a little too far, Surf gets punished. Okay, I'm not loving this anymore. This was looking like they could have done something with it. It's not clean enough. FNS is there so quick, and KHUSUS just ate that.
Nothing else to be found. It's crazy to see how proactive OPTIC are there, because I think they actually suppress Scary, and straight away you see the walk down long come through.
Yep.
So immediate. And it's the one really from this composition. If they do want to slow down in these rounds, Scary's the one you want to find, right? It's either Scary or Sushi Boy. That late round piece, again, almost, could say, similar to how we would see Astra kind of lost in these controller lurks and still having the ability to have a hand in play, but great work from OPTIC.
Okay, double digits.
Just to remove that threat.
Yes.
I mean, it's very basic, but
basic isn't always bad.
keep it simple.
Yeah.
Like OPTIC did on attack, right?
Just simple. Yeah, just run at them.
Just run it down. So great.
Rush V, no stop. 5 to 10. Okay, big round. First rifle round coming out here. And XERXIA, if you want a big game now, if you actually want to go the distance, it's got to be now, right? So let's see what we've got. Victor up for the first challenge. These peaks are so quick, so he's not going to get punished on it, but he finds that first information and a key factor found, which is going to be Surf on the other side.
XERXIA opt to follow through on this. Victor, he gets so much damage onto Scary with the spam there. Surf got to be careful as well. He might get isolated.
Marv just got blinded too on this. Surf can't make it into orbit though. FNS bails him out. Scary was trying to set them up for maybe a little bit of burst through this, and he did so well at that. And then you saw the instant counter from FNS.
The stun, the paranoia, then the fragment comes through. That is beautiful from OPTIC. Just to find a freebie with minimal risk.
That's going to completely dismantle what they wanted to do this round, potentially. They're going to have to now scrap and go to something else. And they're walking in somewhat blind. Yes, Ye's alone, but he's normally good for it. Keeps himself alive sometimes. This time he can't really make it away. He's caught in place. He can't back out from this. He has to stand his ground and fight it on the other side. It's whiffy, it ain't pretty. And that's good from XERXIA though. They've at least got a little bit of a shot towards the side, but FNS playing out early, gets punished. Good work from Scary to keep that in mind. And then what can Scary do? There's Marv. I don't know if they're even aware of this. They have no idea that Marv could be here. They are not checking on it just yet. Safe plant though.
Spike planted.
Now down, finds first, executes Scary, and now has to find Fox. Flash? No, he's got the dog to still play with, so he's going to at least be able to note that. Gets it done quickly. Smoke up to try and at least give him some safety, but he's right against the wall. That spam going to come through, not going to be. Marv going to TP his way over towards the garage. You can see the adjustment from Fox, who's going to try and fill in towards Plateau! Marv is nasty with it right now.
That is heartbreaking for Fox. Again, another half a second there, the reposition to Plat would almost work for him.
Yeah.
I think actually his flash was just about coming back online as well. What a route. Marv going huge to clutch that one out. Beautiful stuff from it. Look at this.
If that had not come through, they could have instantly punished the two players who got blinded on the side.
Yeah.
Because Marv was blinded, you had Victor blind. That was easily the springboard into the round, and obviously Marv closing out beautifully. You're playing a great game, guys.
I actually don't think XERXIA have been playing trash. That's the thing. That's why it's so difficult to look at this scoreline. OPTIC on 11 rounds now. I mean, if the previous was crucial, this one just as much so. XERXIA don't even really have, I mean, yes, we have the Rolling Thunder, the TP as well for Scary, but don't really have an advantage in terms of this ult cycle.
Okay. And again, look at the stopping factor already. XERXIA gets met by force. They have to back away now. It looked like maybe that intention towards B was going to come through with a little bit more intent behind it, that full commitment. Now, having to re-clear towards long. No subtlety to it anymore.
The early round from OPTIC on defense is so brazen as well. It's literally Victor solo holding A at the start of it.
He's got a spectre this round, so it's not going to be too easy, but he's got
Pop flash.
The boys by his side. Pop flash, he eats more of it than he'd
Bagus
probably want
Victor,
on that one.
ngewis tadi anjing.
It's not too bad if he came out of that cleaner than they did, but the flash comes in. No,
nggak dicek.
not like this. And Finesse gets away with murder, but only
Cek
to one.
corner.
There's still hope in this, there's still a chance in this, but Crashies just barreling into this, and now we're
Where the
down
hell
to
did
2.
Crashies come from?
I don't know. And now Cruz and Sushi Boys, what do you do? Desperate to buy time, but Crashies goes through this. No respect at all to the utility, and Ye still held. As Cruz now presented the undesirable.
Ya Tuhan.
To walk on into the loving arms as OPTIC make it to 12.
XERXIA cannot catch a break, honestly. I mean, that's
Ready,
even after a fumble
check.
set piece towards
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Literally,
That
Victor,
flash, I
Victor
mean-
was the most blind person there. More blind than any of the XERXIA players. And somehow, I mean, Crashies,
Ya Tuhan.
it's just beautiful to completely stop that. And again, so little respect paid on the side of It walks the nano swarm.
Wah,
It's just
kintil.
insane.
We're seeing OPTIC play to them being the favorites, right? Like, this is them
Yeah,
playing
absolutely.
with confidence, playing with absolutely everything they should have been playing with at the start. And for XERXIA, they can do nothing but watch at the moment. Left on the back lines is now facing not only this map going away in the series, but going home. Fox, though, resilient, going to find Ye. Big scalp to be claiming at the very start here. What more can they do? Victor about to be crunched. Good work from Scary to close in. Now FNS trying to hold together the pieces by the seams. Surf going to lean on up, though, but
this is good.
It's going to be Cruz to find FNS. This isn't bad. It feels a bit scrappy, but it's not bad. And look at Sushi Boys, the amount of space he's been able to gather here. Now, do they keep committing towards A? Do they second-guess themselves? Do they open up an opportunity?
Enemy
They're backing, but they put faith in Sushi Boys.
Final Crashies there is huge. Marved. Now with the operator in hand.
Yo.
Well, I mean, you can if he wants. It's only 1,800
Tidur.
credits behind this one.
Tidur apa balik?
A 1v4, and XERXIA have a lot,
Nice.
yeah, a lot of tools to work with, just in case it gets a little messy.
Lifeline.
Yeah, but there's no margin for error now. Literally none whatsoever. And if OPTIC now do want to revert back to something similar we saw in the first half, that's when it gets really uncomfortable for XERXIA. So I don't think they found any point of weakness. There's nothing comfortable about their early round.
I guess, yeah, the one bonus is they should have the economy on their side for this round going forward, but this could just, you know, take away some of the restraints that OPTIC could be playing under. They could just say, screw it, let's just go mad aggressive, try and do something weird, we might as well. It's a bit of a throwaway round, Frenzy coming out, a little bit of light armor here and there, nothing too much, and we are seeing a bit of a stack towards the A side, over towards long.
Yeah, you're actually going to get the tour de force here, so a Spectre and pistols, but a big tool to work with.
Hey.
Crash is already down mid.
No, that's a disaster. A nightmare beginning for Cruz. Sushi Boys with a quick punish, that's good work. They spotted out so much information here, but you can see they look nervous with this. So still holding it together. Seeker's gonna come through, they're desperate to hold this as best they can. Victor's popped the ult though. That's gonna be another problem to deal with.
3v3.
This is so feasible. And now utility comes into play, they're trying to buy time, but this looks so on the edge. A tap on the spike. And they're desperate to hold on towards long, and it's still looking messy! Oh, no way does it happen like this! Heartbreak for XERXIA as OPTIC just take it away from them. What a statement game.
What a polarizing performance as well. To come in and look this dominant, this comfortable. I feel like even with that pace and that just absolute arrogance almost in that first half, they didn't even break a sweat. What a beautiful game at Haven.
Yeah, that first half I could watch over and over again.
On repeat.
Yeah.
Literally on repeat. A Victor man again. 8 first bloods here, Lauren.
What a difference.
What?
What a difference he made. And
Did he have a hard wire to Josh's microphone before that? Because what the hell was that from Victor? He looked absolutely flawless.
This is the OPTIC that coming into this, we're all...
Thank you, XERXIA. Ahai. Goodbye. Berarti NA lawan NA anjing. Harapan teman kita Axel. 13. Duh. Nggak bisa menang sih anjing, XERXIA. Dia tenang gitu kok. Sampai jadi EMEA 1, LNA 1, 2, saya 1. Liquid EMEA goblok. Iya EMEA 1. EMEA 2. Wah. NA 2. Wah. Kacau. Wah. Bubar. Bubar guys. Ente. Kita nge-tweet dulu lah. Ente XERXIA. Good luck for stage 2 Berlin. I hope good luck for apa Gun? Apa Gun? Apa anjing? Gak ada. Tanggal tua anjing. Gak ada. Gak ada anjing. Gak ada kontol. Ya. Apa sih sebutnya play in ya? Play off tomorrow ya. Kapan sih anjing? XERXIA kapan mainnya? Oh gitu dulu. Kapan nih? 16 April teh hari Sabtu. I hope. Good luck, good luck for Paper X. Good luck ya. Paper X, good luck. Oke, harapan kita diapak cuman Paper X. Udahlah yang tidak. Oke. See you next stream. Udah 3 jam juga. Ya, viewsnya nggak sebanyak itu. Thank you. Thanks for watching, thanks for like, thanks for visiting my stream, thanks for Ichi Robi yang udah komen. See you next time stream. Bye bye. Love you guys.